Good morning. My name is Divin Dr. Vishal Saxena, and today I am going to take a lecture on the module Measure of Central Tendency, Median. So, the topic is from the course Biostatistics and Research Methodology under the program BPT and B Optometry 6th semester and B Pharmacy 8th semester. So see first what is median here. A median is a centrally located value of a series such that half of the values of the items of the series are above it and the other half below it. Or we can say the median is the central value of the variable that divide the series into two equal parts in such a way that half of the items lie above the value and the remaining half lie below the value. Median is defined as the value of the middle term or the mean of the values of the two middle terms when the data are arranged in ascending or descending order of magnitudes. So to find the median, first of all we have to arrange the data in ascending or the descending order, and the median in simple word is the middlemost value of the data. So now we take the methods of calculating median. Now there are three types of statistical series. First is individual, second is discrete series, and third is continuous series. For individual series, the median of an individual data set is dependent on whether the number of elements in the data set is even or odd. So it means to find median, first we have to see the number of data are odd or even. First reorder the data set from the smallest to the largest, that means in the ascending order. For odd series, what is formula for the median? The median is equal to n plus 1 upon 2th item, and for even series the median is given by average of n upon 2th item plus n upon 2 plus 1th item. So these are the formulas by which we can calculate median for the individual series. Now we take some examples for this. Suppose the data set are here 2, 6, 9, 3, 5, 4 and 7. So first of all we have to arrange the data in ascending order. So we are reordering here data. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. So we can see the total number of data are 7 here. 7 means odd number. So we have to apply the formula for the odd numbers. So median is given by here n plus 1 upon 2th item, that means 7 plus 1 upon 2th item, that is equal to 4th item, which is 5. Next example for the even number of elements. So suppose we have the data set 2, 6, 9, 3, 5, 4, and for which we have to find the median. So first of all we are to reorder these data, means we have to arrange the data in ascending order. So the data are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 9. So median is given by in this case how many data we have? We have 6 data here. So 6 data means even value, even number. So it means the median is given by the formula, we have seen it here, the formula which is to be applied, that is this one here, arrange that is average of n by 2th item and n upon 2 plus 1th item. So in this way we have to see here there are 6 values. So 6 upon 2 means 3rd item, and 6 upon 2 plus 1 is 4th item, and the whole divided by 2. So 3rd item is given by here 4, and 4th item is given by here 5. So in this way we have to put the values 4 plus 5 upon 2, and that is equal to 4.5. So median is here 4.5. Now next we have to find the median for the discrete series. The median of a discrete data set is dependent on whether the number of elements in the data set is odd or even. Again, so we have to find the median by considering here the total number of data are in odd values or in even number. So again we have to first reorder the data set from the smallest to the largest, that means in the ascending order. The median is given by, for odd series, the formula is here, median equal to size of n plus 1 upon 2h item, and for even series the formula for median is equal to average of size of n by 2h item plus size of n upon 2 plus 1th item. Now we take one example to understand here. So suppose we are given that a table consisting marks and number of students. So marks are here, suppose 45, 55, 25, 35, 5 and 15, while the number of students are here 40, 30, 30, 50, 10 and 20. So this is a discrete series, and how can we solve the question here? By the method of discrete series. So first of all we have to arrange the data in ascending order. So clearly the data are in ascending order already, and now we have to solve this question here. For this simply we have to make the cumulative frequency table. So first of all we have to write data x, then the frequency f, and then we have to find the cumulative frequency Cf. Cf means here 10, that is 30, 60, 110, 150 and 180. So in this way the total number of data means capital N, which is also equal to summation Fi, that is equal to 180. So N is equal to 180, that means even number, even value. So in this way the median is given by size of the n upon 2th item and plus size of n upon 2 plus 1th item divided by 2. So in this way we have to put because n is 180, so it is n by 2 means here 90, and n by 2 plus 1 is here 90 plus 1, that is 91. So size of 90th item plus size of 91st item divided by 2. So let us see what are the values here. In the value 90, that is here 90 is not present here, so we have to see the value 110, that is here 110 here in the cumulative frequency, and corresponding to this here this 110 the values here, the size of 90th item we have to find, so it is 110, the corresponding is here, just we will see here, that is 35, it is 35. So in this way the size of 90th item is 35 and the size of 91st item is here 35. So that is 35 plus 35 upon 2, that is equal to 35. Now we find the median for the continuous series. In the case of group series, the median is calculated with the following formula. Median is equal to L plus n upon 2 minus PCF upon F into I. Where what is L? L means the lower limit of the median class, and PCF means previous cumulative frequency of median class. It means it is just a cumulative frequency of the previous class than the median class interval. And what is F here? F means here the frequency of median class, I means here size of the median class, and N is equal to total number of observations. Now to understand here we take example here. Suppose we are given that a table here, marks and number of students. So marks are given that in class interval, and number of students are given in here, simple data, that is the frequency f. So first of all, we have to make a cumulative frequency table for this here. So that consisting here, marks, number of students, and cumulative frequency. So how can we make the cumulative frequency? All we know that here it is first of all 10, then 10 plus 20 is here 30, 30 plus 30 is 60, and 60 plus 50 is 110, and then so on. So just first we have to make a cumulative frequency table for this, and then we have to apply the procedure to solve for median, that is by the formula. So first of all we have to find n by 2, the size of n by 2th item. So what is n there? We can see the n is here 180. So it means 180 upon 2, that is here 90. So size of 90th item. Step 3 here. So cumulative frequency which includes 90th item, then it means here, because 90 is not present in the cumulative frequency, so it means 110 is present just bigger 90. So according to this here, the column 30 to 40 is corresponding to 110. So 30 to 40 is a median class interval. It is a median class interval, and therefore we see this table here. In this table we are given that here, first of all we will understand what are the values, what are the notations here. Because 30 to 40 is the median class interval, so 50 is the frequency, and 30 is the L, means lower limit of median class interval. 60 is the preceding class frequency here, or previous class frequency. So now we have to put the values in this formula here. The formula is given by L plus n upon 2 minus PCF upon f into I. So L means lower limit, L is 30, n upon 2 is 90, PCF is there 60, and f is here frequency of the median class interval. See this one, it is 50 given that here, 50, and into I means the width of the class interval, that is 10. So by calculation we will get here median is equal to 36. So in this way today we have studied the topic median, which is a part of the measure of central tendency, and it is important part. It is important part of the measure of central tendency, and we have taken some examples to understand here. So with this here we conclude our lecture. Thank you.